We should see what's in here.
I bet it's locked.
I absolutely love hearing collaborators give each other flowers. So can you each name a time when you saw the other on set do something that made you say, I knew you were good, but I never realized you were capable of doing that?
I feel like Margaret is like the most alive, she's like a live wire, and watching her work is so inspirational because you're so not self-conscious and you're so present in your body, and that's really inspirational to me.
Thanks, Bean.
And Geraldine, I have never seen get to play this type of like pulled back, button up role, and the arc that you take through the movie is so genius and so measured and free at the same time, and that was really inspirational to me too.
For Bean, I feel like it's all right there. Like, she's playing this cop that, like, never in a million years did I imagine Beanie as this cop until I saw Beanie as the cop, and then I realized there was no other cop, you know? That she might be the only cop. It was just, like, so unexpected, and then she really made this whole, like, life and world out of it, you know? Like, I'd sign up to see that whole movie in a heartbeat.
Read my mind.
Right?
Yeah.
And then with Geraldine, kind of just like literally every scene, I would say. Like, you know, my character kind of like flip-flops all over the place, and Geraldine just kind of like held down the fort and like grounded everything. She's just like solid and just the best. Just like a very awesome person. So just like anytime I would look over and see her there in a scene, it was just like, yeah,
That's my girl.
that's my girl.
Okay, so Beanie, I feel like our first scene with Beanie was in front of the she shed, and yeah, we've just never seen Beanie in a role like this, and watching her just like come straight out the gate and like body this character and be such a like badass, the dog and the gun and all of it. It was just like, wow, this is so cool that we get to watch Beanie shine like this. And little Margaretini, I mean, just blew me away. And I think it's the same thing. Like we're all kind of surprising in these roles, and I've never seen Margaret just let it rip. And I feel like if I have to pinpoint a scene, it's probably the scene in the hotel when you're having a go with the dildos. And yeah, that is so brave
One
and
of my
hard
favorite.
to do.
You're that scene is one of my favorites too. Geraldine's like that whole portion of Geraldine. Geraldine in the hotel suite. Could you ask for like a better romantic lead? You know what I mean? Like the hair and just like the light, and like she's just like there and kind of just like ethereal and gorgeous and a princess, you know.
And you're like on the bed like, yo! It was just spectacular. So fun to
A+
watch.
answers all around. Just reaffirm why I love that question so much. Individual ones now for each of you. Margaret, my first one is for you because I was reading that you were inspired by Tommy Lee Jones and Ann Richards for your accent here. Can you pinpoint maybe one or two things or techniques you picked up from them that people can now hear you using in the finished film?
I mean, I grew up in the South, so like I grew up, like I should have more of a Southern accent than I really do, like if I'm talking to my family or if I have a couple drinks, whatever. So like that one's really familiar to me, but Jamie's meant to be from Texas, and so those were like two Texas references, and I kind of like wanted it to be like also maybe a bit of a world of its own. Like the R's are a little harder in Tommy Lee Jones' accent and in Ann Richards. And like Ann Richards kind of has this like big, like I was listening to her keynote address a lot, and she's obviously addressing a lot of people, but you know, it's just kind of like billowing out of her. So yeah.
I love it. There's so many things that I can only hear the way you say it in this movie now. Geraldine, for you, I'm totally obsessed with these characters, so I need to know, did you come up with any backstory specifically for how the two of them met and what her first impression was?
Of Jamie?
Yes.
Ooh.
We're doing backstory on the spot.
Let
me just find my notebook.
My journal, actually, I wrote a book about kind of our history.
Upbringing, history.
But they're in a museum.
Lineage, yeah, family tree.
They're
Her
locked
family tree, our
away.
family tree. Yeah, how we got there, where we went.
I'm trying to think how we met.
I
in
think
the
we were
prologue.
thrust upon each other. It's my impression
Probably
that
just in
we
the
were
community.
friends that like, you know how sometimes some of your best friends, you're kind of like, how did this person end up? Like you're like, did we choose each other or did this
Yeah.
just happen?
So
Yeah.
But sometimes those are my favorite friendships, right? The ones that you just kind of like,
Right. And
you're forced upon. Mike, she was with me.
right. And then we like get close.
You read my mind. That was exactly
Yeah.
what I thought it probably
Yeah.
was. Beanie, now for you. The thing that I can't stop thinking about after seeing this movie is that I need you to headline your own action film. So, if you got the opportunity to join the action film franchise of your choice, what would you pick and why?
That's so hard. You know,
Keys to the kingdom?
the thing that I recently started doing is archery.
Stop.
Yeah. I'm
Cool.
kind of okay at
I
it,
can see
actually. And so I was like, what came to mind when I was doing the archery was like a Katniss Everdeen,
Everdeen.
Hey, let's
moment.
go.
So I feel like Hunger Games would have to be the answer.
Hunger Games 4 right here.
But I love doing it, and I would love to
done.
do more.
That franchise
action.
is
Oh,
thriving. You should and could.
Thank
I
you.
love it. All right, one off-topic question, Geraldine. You'll pick up on where this is going in a heartbeat. I have Catherine Newton on the brain because Lisa Frankenstein is awesome. You two work together on Blockers. She's in a Marvel movie. You're gonna be in a Marvel movie. Did she give you any advice on joining the MCU?
Ooh. No. Wait, did she? I saw her very briefly because we're both on press tours, but I think she was just like, you'll have so much fun. She's so sweet. I love Catherine. I mean, yeah, she was just like, you're gonna and get ready for some DMs, I think is what she said. Because it's just like, it's such a visible thing. And I think, I feel like her life kind of changed a bit after she did that. But just, she was like, you're going to have a ball.